Close your eyes. You don't need to do anything now. The world has finished its noise. Every thought, every plan, every worry. They can rest for a while. You've been strong all day, even when no one noticed. Now it's time to let that strength become softness. Listen to your breath. Not to control it, but to remember it's always been here. Patient, kind, steady. There's a space between each breath. Small, almost invisible. That's where peace hides. That's where you begin to heal. Let your body sink deeper into the bed. The mattress knows your shape. The air knows your rhythm. You are exactly where you need to be. Thoughts may come. Let them. Watch them float by, not as problems, but as clouds moving across a calm sky. Between one thought and another, there is a pause, a silence, a doorway. Step through it. That's where peace lives. Not far away, not someday, but here. In this breath, in this moment, stay there. The night will take care of the rest. The night arrives like a sigh, not heavy, not dark, but gentle. A soft blanket of stillness unfolding over the world. You can feel it on your skin, a cool calm that moves like breath, as if the air itself is whispering, "It's okay now." You can rest, you lie still. Your mind is full of echoes, some sharp, some faint, like footsteps fading down an endless hallway. They're not loud, but they linger. Plans, memories, questions, all the small pieces of the day that refuse to let go, you've carried them far enough. They can stay here tonight. They don't need you now. Take a slow breath in and let it fall away. Again, inhale softly, exhale fully. There, do you hear it? The space between breaths. That quiet pause that exists before the next inhale comes. It's small, but it's infinite. That's the doorway. That's where peace lives. Your body begins to loosen. The muscles at the base of your neck soften. Your shoulders fall heavy into the bed. Even the bones in your hands seem to sigh with relief. Everything is remembering how to stop holding on. The night outside hums gently, a distant sound of the world turning slowly, a rhythm that needs no effort. You are part of that rhythm. You always were. Thoughts will still try to rise, but now you can see them differently. They aren't enemies, just travelers, small clouds drifting across a quiet sky. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to chase them away. Just let them pass and notice the clear space they leave behind. That space, that silence, is where your real self lives. It's the part of you that never hurries, never doubts, never forgets who you are beneath the noise. Stay there for a while, in that small, vast, shining stillness between thoughts. Let the world breathe through you. Let the night carry you deeper. You are not falling asleep. You are returning home. The darkness has changed. It no longer feels like something around you. It feels like something inside you. Not empty, not cold, but alive in its own quiet way. There's movement in it, slow and soft, like the ocean breathing in its sleep. You can almost feel the stars above, not as dots of light, but as steady heartbeats somewhere beyond sound. Each one pulses with calm, and every pulse whispers your name, not to wake you, but to remind you, you are still here. You've spent so many hours today thinking, solving, remembering, worrying, building invisible bridges from one moment to the next. That's what the mind does. It wants to help you survive. It thinks it must keep spinning to keep you safe, but it doesn't know that safety already lives here. Beneath the noise, beneath the motion, in the still water that lies below every wave. So now, slowly, we let the waves rest. Every thought that rises is just a ripple, a small story passing across the surface of your being. It doesn't have to be stopped. It only needs to be seen. See how one thought comes, how it tries to tell you what to fix, what to do, what to worry about next. And then, watch it fade. Like writing in sand, it dissolves as soon as the tide touches it. You don't need to erase anything. The sea takes care of that for you. Now the air around you thickens with quiet. You can almost touch it. It's that real. The sound of your breath is the only rhythm that remains. Inhale, a gentle wave forward. Exhale, a slow retreat to stillness. Between them, there's a space. Small, silent, sacred. That's the space between thoughts. It's not empty. It's full of peace too deep for words. If you could see it, it would look like light. Soft, golden, endless. It would move like fog, curling around everything it touches, turning even pain into calm. Stay there. You don't have to reach for it. It's already here, surrounding you, inside you, holding you like gentle hands made of night. Your body knows what to do now. The heart slows, its rhythm syncing with the world's quiet pulse. The air feels heavier, but not burdensome. It feels full, as if the universe is breathing with you. You are not separate from it. You never were. Every star, every gust of wind, every wave that has ever touched the shore, they all carry the same stillness that lives in you. Let your awareness rest on that truth. You are safe, you are whole, you are loved. And in this moment, you are free from thought. There is nothing to fix, nothing to prove, nothing to hold. Only the soft hum of existence and the way it rocks you slowly, like a mother holding her child until sleep finds them both. The night sighs once more. Outside, the stars shimmer faintly. Inside, you feel yourself drifting, not away, but inward, toward that luminous silence that has been waiting all along. Stay here. This is peace. This is the space between thoughts. The night has deepened. It is no longer just around you. It has become part of your breath, part of your heartbeat, part of the quiet that hums beneath everything. You have entered the kind of silence that doesn't need permission to exist. It's ancient, older than language, older than your name. It lives in the small space between sound and stillness, between heartbeat and breath. The air is soft now, heavy with calm. It folds itself around you like velvet. Every time you exhale, it feels like the universe exhales with you. Every time your heart beats, you can almost hear the echo, a faint thump from somewhere far beyond the stars, answering back as if saying, "Yes, I'm here too." This is the rhythm that has always been, the slow pulse of everything that lives. Trees breathe in it, oceans rise and fall in it, even light moves to its tempo. And now, so do you. You don't have to search for peace anymore. You are inside it. Every part of you, from the tips of your fingers to the quiet corners of your mind, has started to hum in harmony with the night. You can feel your thoughts slowing down. They no longer come as words. They arrive as shapes of feeling, soft, round, harmless. They appear, float gently through your awareness, and fade before they touch the edges of your mind. That space they leave behind, it's growing wider. Every pause between thoughts is like a doorway opening into infinity. And the more you rest there, the more you realize peace doesn't come after the noise. Peace is what remains when the noise no longer matters. Let that truth sink in. There is nothing missing here. You are not waiting for something to arrive. You are already whole. The world outside has gone quiet because the world inside you has learned to listen. You feel your body sink deeper. The weight of the day has melted away. The muscles around your eyes loosen. Your lips part slightly. Not from effort, but from surrender. The skin on your hands feels warm, and the space around your heart feels open, light, and alive. Somewhere, far away, a faint breeze moves through the trees. You can almost hear the whisper of leaves, a sound that doesn't disturb you but joins you. Everything around you has agreed to be silent together. Now take one slow breath. And as you exhale, imagine the space between thoughts expanding, becoming a great, soft horizon of peace. You are floating through it now, weightless, free, limitless. The light of the moon seeps gently through your closed eyes. You can feel it, a cool glow brushing over your face, as if the night is touching you with kindness. Every moment grows longer. Every breath feels endless. You are not falling asleep. You are dissolving into quiet, into peace, into the soundless truth that has always waited beneath your thoughts. In this silence, nothing hurts, nothing lacks, nothing needs. You are complete. You are light. You are stillness itself. The darkness no longer feels like night. It feels like a breath that never ends, a rhythm so steady that even time seems to listen. Everything you once called noise has faded into something softer, something that feels like home. The air is cool, not cold. It rests gently against your skin, and your body knows this is safety. Not the safety of walls or locks, but the kind that comes from knowing nothing can harm you here. You are surrounded by stillness that hums quietly, like a secret being kept by the universe. Each heartbeat is an answer, each breath a whisper of trust. If you could see yourself from above, you would look like light, a calm glow floating in the sea of the night. No lines, no boundaries, just a soft shape made of peace. Your mind is wide open but empty in the most beautiful way. There are no thoughts, only waves of awareness gently moving across your being. And between those waves, in those gaps, is the space you've been seeking all along. That space is infinite. It stretches farther than stars, deeper than oceans, quieter than dreams. It doesn't ask you to do anything, to change anything, to understand anything. It only asks you to be, so you stay. You breathe. You feel the weight of your body disappear. First your hands, then your shoulders, then your chest, until you are nothing but breath and heartbeat. This is what surrender feels like. Not giving up, but giving in, allowing yourself to rest where you belong. Outside, the world keeps spinning, the wind keeps moving, the stars keep burning. But none of that feels far away anymore. It feels like all of it is happening through you. You are not separate from the night. You are what the night becomes when it finally falls silent. You might notice a faint sound, not real, but remembered, like water moving in slow motion, or the sound of your mother's heartbeat when you were still small enough to rest inside her. That sound is the memory of peace, and you've just found your way back to it. The body begins to forget it is a body. It becomes soft, weightless, like mist moving through moonlight. Your heart beats slower, not from tiredness, but from understanding. It knows there is nothing left to chase. The last traces of thought fade into the horizon of your mind. You can't even recall what you were thinking. All that remains is this, a wide, endless stillness. It feels like floating through light, or being held by something too kind to name. This is peace. Not imagined, not forced, but real, alive, breathing with you. The silence has shape now, and that shape is love. Stay here. You are safe. You are enough. You are home. The night stretches farther than you can imagine, a wide river of shadow and silver light. It flows not over the world, but through it, washing everything in quiet. You are lying within that current now. The air around you feels like cool silk. It moves slowly, and with each motion, the noise inside you drifts farther away. There is nothing you must remember, nothing you must do. The world does not need you to hold it tonight. It will keep turning on its own. And you are free to rest. You've spent a lifetime holding things, haven't you? Responsibilities, memories, fears, the need to be someone, the need to make sense of everything. But look at this moment, how none of it asks for your attention. Even time has stopped looking at you. The stars don't care about your mistakes. The moon doesn't question your worth. They simply exist, glowing without effort. And in their glow, you find permission to do the same. Breathe slowly. Feel how air moves through you, not to fill you, but to remind you that you are already full. Each inhale carries light. Each exhale releases the weight of trying. Let your body melt. Let your thoughts float like petals down a river. They may swirl, they may linger, but they will keep drifting downstream. You don't need to chase them. The current knows where to take them. Somewhere within that flow, a deeper stillness begins to rise. It's not silence. It's something older, something that existed before words learned to name it. It starts in your chest, a small, steady warmth. It spreads outward, touching your shoulders, your neck, the soft space behind your eyes. It hums gently, as if your very soul is singing to itself. You felt pieces of this before, in moments of love, or grief, or wonder. But now it's whole. Now it's everything. The line between you and the world disappears. The you that worries, that calculates, that fears is gone. All that's left is the rhythm, the quiet, the space between thoughts. You can almost see it now. That space. It's not blank. It shimmers faintly, like sunlight under deep water. It holds the echoes of everything you've ever been, but with all the sharpness gone. No edges, no pain, only warmth and memory and acceptance. Your breath slows again. Inhale. Calm enters. Exhale. Everything unnecessary leaves. The air feels heavier now, thicker, as if filled with invisible light. Outside your window, the trees sway. Their leaves move like slow breathing. You can hear the night birds murmuring to each other, their calls low and rhythmic, as if they too are chanting you to sleep. You imagine the earth beneath you, the deep soil, the layers of roots and stone. It feels alive, pulsing softly with the same energy moving through your veins. You are not lying on the earth tonight. You are part of it. Its calm has entered your blood. Far away, the ocean sighs. You can't hear it, but your body remembers its sound. The way waves roll one after another, never in a hurry, never ending. That's how your heartbeat feels now. Slow, steady, eternal. You remember something, a quiet moment from long ago. Maybe a childhood nap. Maybe a time you were held and didn't have to speak. That same piece is here again. It was never gone. You just forgot where to look. The light behind your eyelids changes. It flickers like candlelight. Not bright, just alive. You can feel the glow gently moving through you, washing away the last traces of tension hiding in your muscles. Every part of you sighs in relief, as if saying, finally. Thoughts try to form, but they dissolve before they can find words. You are beyond language now, beyond thought, beyond need. You rest inside something infinite, something too large to be contained by skin or name. This is what it feels like to belong completely, not to a place, not to a person, but to peace itself. You can feel it, how everything holds everything else. The stars hold the sky holds the wind holds the trees, and the trees hold you. It's all connected, a single breath shared by everything alive. That breath moves through you again. Inhale, the world enters. Exhale, you return the world to itself. Nothing lost, nothing gained. Only movement, only love. Your mind begins to fade like twilight light on still water. What remains is warmth, a pulse, a hum. You have become the night. You are no longer thinking. You are being. You are the silence between every sound, the light behind every shadow, the calm inside every storm. And in that truth, you fall deeper, not into sleep, but into yourself. The night is deep and infinite now. Not a single sound disturbs it. Even the crickets, even the whisper of wind have fallen into the same rhythm as your breath. You are floating, though you have not moved. It feels as if gravity has released you, as if the world itself has given you permission to rest without holding on. Every cell in your body vibrates softly with calm. It is not sleep yet. It is something slower, more ancient. The edges of who you are begin to fade. Your body no longer feels separate from the air. The boundary between skin and sky disappears. You are not lying on the bed. You are lying inside the night. Beneath you, the earth hums, a slow, pulsing sound, the same beat that lives inside your chest. You realize without words that you are made of the same elements as the soil, the water, the air, the stars. You are not a visitor here. You are home. Your breath deepens again. Each inhale feels like a wave pulling light into your lungs. Each exhale releases not just air, but everything that no longer belongs. The small worries, the half-remembered tasks, the names and faces you don't need to carry tonight. Let them drift away like leaves carried off by the tide. They don't sink. They just move beyond sight, into a part of the ocean you don't need to understand. The silence begins to glow. It's not dark anymore. It's soft, like starlight filtered through mist. You can feel it brushing over your skin, a touch so gentle it doesn't even feel like touch. It feels like love learning to breathe. Somewhere within you, a small light flickers to life. You don't see it. You feel it. It lives behind your ribs, warm, steady, golden. It is the part of you that never tires, never doubts, never breaks. The longer you rest, the brighter it grows. It spreads through your chest, through your neck, your shoulders, your hands, until you can feel it radiating out of you like quiet sunlight. It does not burn, it heals. It fills the space between thoughts until even thought itself begins to glow. You have reached the heart of stillness now. It is vast. You are floating in it, but you are also the stillness itself. It holds you and moves through you in the same breath. Here there is no past or future, and only this wide, calm moment that stretches forever in both directions. You realize how small the world of worry truly is, how quickly it vanishes when met with this much peace. You see it clearly. The things that once felt heavy are nothing more than echoes. The pain, the noise, the rush, they have always been surface waves above a much deeper sea. You are in that sea now. You can stay here. There is no current to fight, no shore to reach. Only this slow, loving stillness that hums beneath creation. The stars above pulse in rhythm with your heart. You can feel their light touch the inside of your mind. For a moment, you sense that you could speak to them without words, that you already have. Every night of your life, when you looked up at the sky and felt understood without knowing why. You are not alone here. You never were. This quiet, this vastness, this peace. It has been waiting for you since the first time you ever closed your eyes. Now it holds you gently, like water holding a reflection. You are safe inside it. You are loved inside it. And even the air seems to whisper, stay, stay, because there is nowhere else to go. Stay, because here you are whole. Stay, because peace isn't something you visit. It's something you remember. Your breath slows again. Inhale, the universe enters. Exhale, the universe rests. Everything that moves, moves with you. Everything that stops, stops with you. The line between dream and waking begins to blur. You can feel the first touch of sleep creeping in like soft fog from the edges of the world. But it doesn't pull you away. It carries you gently deeper, down into that luminous silence. If peace had a voice, it would sound like this. Your heartbeat. Your breath, the whisper of the night saying, you are safe now. The light inside you glows one last time, bright enough to touch everything you've ever loved. And as it fades into warmth, the night sighs, long, slow, endless, and holds you until there is nothing left to hold. You are drifting now, not through air, not through dream, through something quieter, something endless. It has no sound, no edge, no weight. It feels like floating in the center of your own breath. Every exhale stretches farther than you can imagine, and every inhale returns carrying a soft light that tastes like calm. This is the deep ocean of rest. Here, time no longer means movement. It simply exists, breathing with you. There is no beginning to this place, and no end. Only circles of stillness that unfold slowly, one after another like ripples in eternal water. The rhythm of your heart has grown slow, not heavy, but deliberate. It beats the way stars pulse, steady, infinite, forgiving. Each heartbeat sends waves of warmth through your chest, and those waves carry peace outward until even the air around you hums with the same pulse. There's nothing left to separate you from the world now. Not thought, not memory, not even the thin veil of skin. Everything is one, a single steady vibration of being. If you could open your eyes, you would see light moving in shapes that have no name, colors made of breath, patterns drawn from silence. But you do not need to see. You can feel it. Every part of your awareness glows softly, as if 1,000 small suns have bloomed within you, each one whispering, "You are safe. You are loved. You are infinite." Your body is still, but your soul is wide awake in the most peaceful way. It listens not to words, but to presence. There's a hum, deep, distant, and familiar, a sound older than creation itself. You realize it is the sound of existence breathing. In this quiet, everything begins to make sense. The pain, the struggle, the endless motion of days, they were never punishment. They were the river that led you here, to this wide ocean where you could finally stop swimming. You can feel the world around you resting too. Somewhere trees are exhaling the night, mountains are cooling in the dark, animals curl into their nests, and high above stars keep watch without blinking. Every part of life has surrendered to rest. You are part of that surrender. The ground beneath you feels alive. You can almost sense its heartbeat, slow, heavy, reassuring. It holds you the way the ocean holds the shore, with love, not possession. You can trust this stillness. It will not leave you. It has waited all this time for you to be quiet enough to hear it. Your breath continues to flow in waves. The longer you listen, the wider the space between those breaths becomes. At first it was a pause. Now it feels like eternity. You begin to understand that the space between thoughts isn't an absence. It's the soul's home. It's where the universe speaks in the only language it knows, silence. You are inside that language now. Every silence carries meaning. Every stillness is a story. You are learning to read without words, to listen without sound. There are shapes in the darkness, slow-moving clouds of color, like dreams before they are born. They drift gently through you, touching your awareness with memories you didn't know you still carried. But these memories don't hurt. They shine. Tiny fragments of your own light returning home. The body releases one final tension. The shoulders sink. The jaw softens. Even the muscles around your heart let go. There is no resistance left anywhere. The silence presses closer now, not heavy, but loving. It feels like being held by the entire universe, a weightless embrace that tells you, you don't have to try anymore. You realize how long you have been trying to be enough, to understand, to fix, to hold. And now none of that matters. You are enough because you are. You exist, and that alone is everything. The stars, the wind, the earth, your heart. They all pulse together, one breath shared across infinity. It's so beautiful you can barely stay awake to feel it, but that's all right. Sleep is just another way of listening. Let the waves of this peace carry you down. Let them take your name, your face, your story, and dissolve them into light. You are not losing yourself. You are returning to what you've always been. Stillness wrapped in love. The darkness around you glows softly. Every molecule, every atom hums the same quiet song. It says, rest, breathe, become. The night listens. The stars shimmer once more. And as your final waking thought fades into silence, the space between thoughts opens fully. Wide enough to hold everything, gentle enough to cradle you forever. You drift and drift and drift until there is nothing left to drift through, only peace. The world beneath your body no longer feels solid. It moves slow and kind like water that has learned patience. Each breath you take folds into that movement. Each breath you give back disappears without sound. You are not sleeping, not quite awake. You are hovering between worlds, the edge where thought dissolves and dream begins. Here everything glows faintly as if dusted with starlight. There are no walls, no ceiling, only distance made of peace. A warm breeze passes through the dark. It smells of rain and earth, of everything alive. It seems to brush across your mind rather than your skin. And for a heartbeat, you remember that this same wind has touched oceans, forests, faces, and still it returns home, to you far away. Something moves, a shimmer, a soft pulse. It isn't light. It's memory made visible. It carries no words, only feeling, gratitude, forgiveness, the kind of love that asks for nothing. It approaches gently and settles on your chest, and for a moment your heart glows brighter. Now you can feel the rhythm of the universe again, a heartbeat that beats through stars and stones alike. It has no hurry. It never stumbles. It simply continues, and in its continuation, you find comfort. Your mind begins to wander through small scenes, a place you once walked at dusk, the reflection of sky on quiet water, a voice that called your name softly years ago. They arrive like feathers drifting in from another time. You don't hold them. You let them pass. Every image leaves a circle of calm behind it. Like ripples expanding across still water, you are learning in this quiet that peace isn't the absence of movement. It's the movement itself when it stops resisting. The world keeps breathing through you. Every exhale empties more of the day. Every inhale gathers the silent glow of night. Slowly, the light around you begins to change. It turns from silver to gold, from gold to a color you have no name for. It fills the space between your ribs, between each thought that almost forms. This light is gentle but endless. It will stay long after your mind forgets it's there. Now there is only rhythm, the heart, the breath, the slow pulse of the night. You are part of a vast circle. Nothing outside it, nothing within it, only it. And within that circle, everything rests. Your body grows heavier, yet lighter at once. Heavier because you have surrendered completely. Lighter because surrender makes weight disappear. The sheets under you seem to float. The room seems to fade. All that remains is warmth and darkness. You feel the last thought arrive, a small whisper that says, "You have come far enough." And even that whisper fades. Silence answers. It doesn't speak. It surrounds. It stretches through you like endless sky. And within that sky, your awareness becomes a single star, steady, patient, burning softly with peace. If there is any sound left, it is the hum of your heartbeat, echoing in perfect rhythm with the night. It repeats the same gentle truth again and again. You are home. You are home. You are home. Sleep has found you, not the kind that pulls you away from the world, but the kind that lets you sink deeper into it. A slow descent through layers of softness and light. You are floating now, but you can no longer tell what holds you. It might be the air. It might be the dark. It might be love itself. Somewhere above, the stars move in silence. You can't see them, but you feel their movement inside your chest, a slow turning as if the universe is breathing through your heartbeat. Every pulse feels like a whisper from something vast and kind. Dream begins not as a picture but as sound, a faint hum, like wind singing through water. It grows warmer, thicker, until it fills the space between your breaths. That hum becomes light, and the light becomes shape. You find yourself standing, not on ground, not in air, but on something made of memory and peace. It stretches forever, glowing softly like moonlight over still water. There is no sky here because the light is everywhere, inside you, around you, beneath your feet. Your body feels weightless, but solid at the same time. It's as if the night has turned into a second skin, fitting perfectly without weight or sound. You begin to walk. Each step sends ripples through the glowing surface. They move outward and vanish, leaving silence behind. Even your footsteps are peaceful. Ahead, something flickers. A small golden light, pulsing like a heartbeat waiting to be noticed. You move closer. It doesn't move away. It waits, warm and patient, the way a candle waits for someone to sit beside it. When you reach it, you realize it isn't a flame. It's a memory. A memory made of feeling, not image. The warmth of someone who once loved you deeply, the comfort of being understood without words. It wraps around you like a blanket. There are no faces here, no names, only the sensation of being seen completely without judgment. The light seems to speak, not through words, but through your pulse. You have always been enough. You stand there for what feels like forever. You do not cry. You do not speak. You simply breathe. Each breath deepens the light. Each heartbeat softens the world a little more. The light expands until you cannot tell where it ends and you begin. It moves through you, carrying warmth into every space that once held worry. It fills the corners of your mind, turning every shadow into something gentle. This is the heart of the dream, a world made of peace remembering itself. You realize that you are not inside the dream. The dream is inside you. Every color, every whisper, every sigh comes from your own quiet heart, finally allowed to speak. The hum grows louder again, not disturbing, just vast. It sounds like oceans, like stars being born, like 1,000 breaths joining into one. You know now that this is the sound of existence itself. You have heard it before, in laughter, in tears, in the moments you thought were silence. Now it carries you. You float again, your body dissolving into the same hum, the same rhythm. You are light now, drifting through the space between everything that ever was. The night around you sighs, the dream changes, the light folds inward, turning softer, warmer, as if it wants to rest too. You let it. You let everything rest. Because rest is not an ending, it's a return. And in that return, you understand something without needing to think. That peace was never meant to be found. It was meant to be remembered. The stars pulse once more. Your breath slows again. The light settles back into your chest, and you sink gently into its warmth, where time cannot follow and thought cannot reach. Only quiet remains. Only love remains. Only you and the space between thoughts. The dream has opened fully. There are no boundaries left, no sky, no ground, no edge to the horizon. Only a slow shimmer that seems to move with your heartbeat. The world here does not speak in words, yet everything whispers meaning. You feel the presence before you see it, a warmth approaching, soft, patient. It has no face, no shape you can describe, but you know it. It is the part of you that has always watched, the quiet observer who never slept. When it reaches you, there is no sound. Only stillness bending around stillness. A thought forms, but gently, like a feather brushing against the surface of water. It says, "You have walked far to find what was always with you. The words drift through you like light through fog. You don't answer because there is nothing to say. The voice continues. You spent years trying to be enough, to fix, to prove, to hold. But peace is not something to earn. It's what remains when the effort ends. You feel those words settle into you. They don't sit on your skin. They sink deeper, into bone, into memory, into silence itself. Images rise and fall. The faces of people you've loved, moments when you were kind, moments when you were afraid. But they no longer sting. They are simply waves of color in the dark. You touch them with your awareness and they dissolve into light. You are lighter now, lighter than breath, lighter than thought. You drift farther into the glow until even your name fades. You remember how it feels to exist without identity, just as presence, as being. Then, the voice speaks again, not outside you, but through you. You are the silence between your thoughts. You are the peace beneath your pulse. You are the love that never needed a reason. Your heart answers with a beat that feels like a bow. Slow, grateful, infinite. The world brightens with it. You are standing, though there is no ground, in a place made entirely of golden light. It moves like wind, folding and unfolding, and every motion seems to breathe your name. It is not loud. It is not bright. It is alive. In the distance, you see something vast. At first, you think it's the horizon, then you realize it's your own reflection, a body of light, endless, formless, stretching across eternity. It watches you with no eyes. It smiles without a mouth. You understand without thought. You are looking at your own soul. The reflection steps closer, but there is no movement. It simply is closer, as if space folded to bring it near. When it speaks, its voice is your breath. You have never been separate from me, it says. You only forgot that we were one. You feel something like tears, not wet, not sad. A warmth rising through your chest, spilling upward until it becomes light behind your eyes. It is the feeling of recognition. You've spent a lifetime searching outward for what was always inward. The reflection lifts a hand, your hand, and touches your heart. Where it touches, the light deepens, turning white, then silver, then a color too beautiful to name. It spreads outward in quiet waves. Every memory, every moment is washed clean. Now there is only awareness, pure, open, endless. No past, no future, no story, just peace breathing peace. You hear the voice once more. Rest here. There is nowhere else to go. Every path leads here, to the space between thoughts. The sound fades, but the meaning remains. You stay. Not because you must, but because there is no leaving this kind of home. The dream begins to dim, not because it's ending, but because it's blending back into sleep. The light becomes darker, the air heavier, until even thought slows to a gentle hum. And then, quiet. Pure quiet, a silence so deep it hums with life. You are inside it now. You are the hum. You are the night breathing. You are peace itself, resting in its own heart. The light that filled your dream begins to shift again. It doesn't fade. It changes shape, as if the universe is exhaling slowly through you. The brightness softens into layers. A quiet gold, a dim blue, a faint silver shimmer that moves like water touched by wind. You are floating between those layers now. There is no direction. No up, no down, no before, no after. Just motion that feels like breathing. Even time has forgotten its name. The light hums quietly, and you realize that the hum is your own heartbeat, expanded until it fills everything. It moves through you, through the air, through the space where stars once burned. It is a sound made of peace. You think of nothing, yet something inside you listens. It listens the way roots listen to rain, not for sound, but for touch. And what it feels now is love. Not love as you once understood it, but love as existence itself. The deep, wordless awareness that everything holds everything else. The light thickens again, and from its center a shape begins to rise. Not a person, not a form, just a gathering of calm so pure it feels alive. It comes closer, and when it touches you, you realize it isn't separate from you at all. It is you, the part that never forgot what peace feels like. You hear a voice without sound. This is the moment before creation, the silence from which everything begins. You are standing inside it, and you are. You can feel the truth of it in your skin, in the slow pulse behind your ribs. This silence isn't empty. It's full of potential, like a seed waiting in the dark. You start to see small lights scattered through the distance. They blink gently, as if stars are being born right now, one for each breath you take. You realize they are not far away. They are memories, moments of peace you have known before but forgot how to find. A single thought flickers. What if peace is not something you go to, but something you come from? The idea glows within you, filling every corner of your being with a warmth that feels like homecoming. The air around you vibrates softly. Each vibration carries a word, not in sound but in meaning. Stillness, light, forgiveness, rest. They swirl around you like petals caught in slow motion. Everyone that touches you leaves behind a small spark of calm. You can feel them gathering at your heart, a quiet fire that doesn't burn, only illuminates. The presence speaks again. You do not need to escape the world to find peace. You only need to remember that peace never left you. You nod, though your body does not move. There is a deep knowing in that truth. All the noise, all the worry was never meant to be fought, only witnessed until it faded on its own. Now the dream expands again. The light unfolds outward, turning into waves of color that move like sound. Each wave carries a memory of rest, rain against windows, the smell of soil, the laughter of someone you once loved. They pass through you, gentle reminders of how alive stillness can be. The edges of your awareness blur. You feel yourself dissolving into those same waves of light. The hum beneath you deepens, vaster than the ocean, yet quiet as a breath. You realize that you are hearing the universe thinking, and its thought is one long exhale. The voice returns once more. You are safe in the space between thoughts. Here, even time sleeps. Here, you are the dream dreaming itself. You surrender completely. Every part of you, mind, body, soul, melts into the rhythm of that silence. The glow fades, but it does not vanish. It becomes softer, settling deep inside you, where it will stay even after you wake. In that final stillness, you feel the most honest peace you've ever known. A peace that asks for nothing because it already is everything. The hum slows, the light dims, and the universe whispers, rest. The light that surrounded you begins to thin, not fading, but softening, like mist dissolving in morning air. The hum beneath you slows until it feels like a single heartbeat that belongs not only to you, but to everything. Something shifts inside the dream. The endless horizon of gold and silver folds inward, curling into the center of your being. It becomes small enough to fit inside your chest, but still vast enough to hold a universe. You realize now that you've come full circle, from silence into sound, into stillness again. The journey wasn't to find peace. It was to remember that you are peace. You float perfectly still in that knowing. No thought rises, no question waits. Only quiet awareness breathing quietly within itself. Somewhere in the distance, a sound begins to form. A soft rustle, like wind through leaves. It's the sound of the world returning. You can feel it before you hear it. The faint rhythm of life, the turning of the earth, the slow rise of dawn. The air grows warmer. The darkness turns to deep blue, then to violet, then to the soft gray of early morning. Light seeps through your closed eyes, a gentle invitation rather than a command. You don't move yet. You simply notice how even the light feels slower now, as if it has learned rest from you. The hum inside your body changes tone. It becomes the rhythm of breath again. Steady, patient, human. You can feel your heartbeat beneath your ribs, slow and calm, a reminder that you are alive and that life itself is peaceful when left unhurried. For a moment, you wonder if you ever stopped dreaming. Perhaps the dream didn't end. Perhaps it changed shape and decided to follow you into waking. Maybe that's what morning really is. A dream remembering itself in daylight. The quiet voice returns, soft as wind through grass. You don't have to hold on to peace. It will walk with you. It never leaves the one who listens. You breathe deeper. The air feels thick, filled with warmth and possibility. Each breath feels like sunlight entering your lungs, a golden thread weaving you back into the world. You open your awareness before your eyes. The silence that once stretched like eternity is now folded neatly within your heart, ready to unfold whenever you close your eyes again. The space between thoughts hasn't vanished. It's still here. In the pause between heartbeats, in the quiet just before you speak, in the way light touches the wall and doesn't ask to be noticed. That is where peace lives. That is where you live. You begin to sense your body again. The weight of the blanket, the cool air brushing your skin, the gentle ache of muscles that have finally let go. It feels new, like being born again, but without fear. You have carried the silence back with you. It hums softly inside your chest, like a promise kept. You realize with a smile that only your soul can see that the world outside hasn't changed, but you have. And because you have, everything will look softer, move slower, feel lighter. You stay still a little longer, letting the peace settle deeper. There's no rush. Even the day seems to wait for you. Then, when you finally breathe again, fully, awake, aware, it feels like the whole world breathes with you. The same stars that watched over your sleep are fading into the dawn. Their light lingers on your skin, a silent blessing. The dream whispers its last words, not as a farewell, but as a reminder. Whenever you close your eyes, you will find me waiting in the space between thoughts. And with that, you open your eyes. The world is bright, but it doesn't startle you. You carry night within you now, and night carries you. Morning arrives quietly, the way soft light finds its way through clouds. It doesn't rush in. It waits, touching everything it meets as though afraid to wake what it loves. The air smells different now. Clean, new, full of quiet promise. You are still lying in the same place, but the world around you has changed. The darkness that held you has turned into light, and yet the stillness remains. It moves with the light spreading like calm water across the surface of everything. You open your eyes slowly. The first thing you see is light. Not bright, not sharp. A soft gold that seems to breathe with you. It rests on your skin like memory, as if the night itself left one last kiss before leaving. For a long time, you do nothing. You don't think, you don't move. You simply exist. And in that existing, you realize something miraculous. You never truly left the dream. The peace that held you in darkness is here in the daylight too. It didn't vanish when your eyes opened. It stayed. It followed you out of the night and made a home inside your chest. You breathe deeply. The air feels heavier with life, as if the world itself is exhaling relief. Every sound, the rustle of leaves, the faint call of a bird somewhere far away, feels slower, softer, like the earth itself is still half asleep. You turn your head slightly. There's nothing extraordinary in what you see. A curtain moving in the breeze, a line of sunlight spilling across the floor, dust particles floating lazily through the air. But something about it feels sacred. Every small movement, every small light seems to carry the same peace that once filled your dreams. You understand now. The space between thoughts doesn't belong to the night. It belongs to you. You carry it everywhere, hidden beneath your breath, woven between your heartbeats. You sit up slowly. The blanket slides from your shoulders and the cool air touches your skin. But instead of shivering, you smile. The air feels kind, like the touch of a friend. The morning light finds your eyes again. It glows brighter now, but it doesn't hurt. It feels warm, as if it recognizes you. Maybe it does. Maybe everything does. You look around the room, the walls, the quiet shapes of familiar things, and you realize you've seen them all before, but never like this. There's a softness to them now, as though the whole world took a deep breath while you slept and learned to rest with you. Your thoughts begin to move again, but they don't rush. They appear one at a time, slow and light, as if they too are waking carefully from sleep. And between them, the space remains, wide, calm, unbroken. That space is your teacher now. It reminds you that you can pause, you can breathe, you can wait. Not everything needs to be solved. Not every silence needs to be filled. You stretch your arms slowly. The movement feels graceful, as if even your body has learned the rhythm of stillness. You close your eyes for a moment just to feel the breath move again. In, out, in, out. Simple, perfect, eternal. The day waits outside your window. You can hear it. The hum of life beginning, the faint pulse of footsteps, the faraway voice of morning. But you are in no hurry to join it. You will soon. But not yet. You smile again, this time fully. You realize that peace is not a place you visit when tired. It's not something you lose when you wake. It's the foundation beneath everything. It's the pause between one heartbeat and the next. You whisper softly, maybe to yourself, maybe to the morning. I remember now. And in that whisper, the whole world seems to nod back, as if saying, welcome home, you stand. The light shifts with you, wrapping gently around your shoulders like a friend. There's a calm certainty in your steps, a knowing that no matter what the day brings, you can return to this silence whenever you wish, because it isn't gone. It's breathing with you, always waiting in the space between thoughts. The morning deepens, and light spills softly across the room like water finding its shape. You breathe in that light without realizing it. It becomes part of you the way air does, quiet, essential. Nothing around you has changed, but you see everything differently. Each small thing, the curve of a cup, the pattern of shadow on the wall, even the faint hum of life outside, feels tender, deliberate, necessary. You stretch again. Your body moves with the same ease the sea has when it turns toward shore. There is no stiffness, no rush, no demand, only movement born of breath. For a long moment, you just sit, hands resting loosely on your knees, feeling the pulse of life move through your palms. The hum of the world has grown louder now. A door closing somewhere far off. A bird sweeping past your window, the murmur of the city waking, but none of it breaks the silence inside you. Instead, it becomes part of it, folded gently into the same calm you carried from sleep. You remember nights that felt endless, the kind that pressed too close, where every thought built a wall around your mind. You remember lying awake and thinking peace was something you had to chase. Now the memory feels like watching a stranger's dream. You smile at that stranger and forgive them. They were only searching for what you have found. The morning light changes again. It grows warmer, thicker, filling the corners of the room until the shadows become gold. You close your eyes against it, and the world inside glows just the same. You can feel the line between the outer and inner dissolve. You are seeing with more than eyes now. You hear your own heartbeat. It sounds different, steady, calm, present. It doesn't hurry you toward anything. It simply says, here you are, still here, still whole. You let that rhythm guide you. It's the same rhythm that carried you through the night, the same rhythm that moves oceans, the same rhythm that makes the earth turn toward the sun each day. To feel it is to know that you belong to everything. A thought rises quietly. Maybe peace was never about escaping chaos. Maybe it's about hearing the music inside the noise. You hold that thought for a heartbeat and then let it go. It doesn't need to be remembered. You've already learned it in your bones. You stand, finally. The floor feels cool beneath your feet. You take one step, then another, and with each step, the quiet follows you. Not as shadow, but as light. It moves with you, settles around you. A silent companion reminding you that nothing has to be perfect to be peaceful. You look through the window. The day has truly begun. People moving, doors opening, the hum of life stretching awake. But behind that hum, you can still hear it. The low, steady sound of the world breathing with you. You whisper to it almost without sound. Thank you for waiting. The breeze stirs again. It moves through the leaves like a sigh, and you realize that even the wind knows how to rest, how to move without urgency. It teaches you again, quietly. Peace is not stillness without motion. Peace is motion without struggle. You turn away from the window and begin your day. You pour water, the sound soft as rain. You feel it cool against your skin, watching small ripples form and vanish. Even this feels sacred. You are living proof that peace doesn't vanish when the body moves. It expands. Every gesture becomes meditation. Lifting a cup, opening a door, watching light move across the floor. The mind wants to name it ordinary, but the heart knows better. The heart knows this is grace. You take a slow breath, and the silence inside you answers back. It says, you can return here anytime, in noise, in laughter, in tears, in the middle of the day. You nod, and for a brief moment, you feel the same stillness that touched you in the night. It doesn't fade. It flows forward with you, carried on every step, woven into every breath. And as you move through the morning, you understand. The space between thoughts was never a destination. It is the thread connecting everything. The pause between heartbeats, the calm between words, the silence that gives meaning to sound. It is always there, waiting, whispering softly beneath the noise of living. Be still. You are home. The morning has settled into the rhythm of day. The light is full now, no longer hesitant, no longer shy. It stretches across the walls, touches the quiet things you once overlooked. The book on the table, the lines on your hand, the faint shimmer of dust suspended in sunlight. You stand in the middle of it, still half dreaming. The world outside your window begins to move faster, but inside, time is still unhurried. You can feel the same calm that held you in sleep, only now it breathes through motion instead of silence. A kettle hums. Water begins to boil. Steam curls upward, rising and fading into the same air that fills your lungs. It feels like a small miracle. How even this ordinary moment belongs to something infinite. You pour the water slowly, watching it find its shape inside the cup. Each ripple becomes a small echo of the night's calm. The scent of tea rises, and for a moment, you realize how peace has texture, how stillness can have sound. You carry the cup to the window. Outside, people are walking, voices weaving through the hum of life. A child laughs somewhere down the street. Someone opens a gate. A bicycle wheel spins. The wind brushes against the trees. All of it is music. Not loud, but alive. You take a sip, and the warmth moves through you. It feels like a continuation of the dream, like the universe reminding you, even now in this noise, the silence remains. You think of the night, the golden glow, the hum of stillness that carried you to rest. You wonder if this calm can last through the day. Then you realize it doesn't need to last, it just is. Like the heartbeat beneath sound, it never leaves. It only waits for you to listen. You decide to practice listening, not with your ears but with your whole being. You listen to the pause between one sound and the next. You listen to the way sunlight pauses before it moves across the floor. You listen to your own breath, how it arrives, how it departs, how it carries stillness in both directions. Every pause becomes a doorway. Every silence becomes a homecoming. You begin to see that the space between thoughts isn't something you must enter. You are always inside it. It's the thread between every heartbeat, the canvas behind every moment. You watch a bird land on a wire outside. It balances, its wings folding close to its body. The wind moves around it, and it does not fight the wind. It lets itself sway, perfectly in rhythm with the unseen. You smile. That too is peace. To move with what moves you, without resistance, without fear. The day stretches onward. You walk through your room, through your thoughts, through the soft rhythm of being alive. Each step feels lighter. Each moment feels enough. The quiet voice inside speaks again, the same one that whispered in your dream. Peace isn't fragile. It does not break when you move. It moves with you. You nod softly, feeling the truth of it ripple through your body. Every heartbeat becomes a reminder. Every breath becomes a prayer. And the more you notice it, the more everything around you begins to slow. Not because time has changed, but because you have. You walk to the door and step outside. The air greets you like an old friend. The sun touches your skin, warm, forgiving. Even the distant sounds of traffic feel softer, as though the world itself has decided to match your rhythm. You realize now that peace isn't found in stillness alone. It is found in movement that remembers stillness. It is in the laugh that follows a tear, in the pause before you speak, in the breath you take before answering life again. The world around you shimmers slightly. You blink once, and everything looks the same, yet somehow brighter, softer, more alive. You whisper to the morning, half in gratitude, half in awe. I am still in the space between thoughts, and the wind answers, carrying your words away and returning them as silence. The day unfolds slowly, quietly, as if it too remembers the night you came from. Outside, the light is clear and clean, stretching across streets, walls, faces, making everything shine for a moment before moving on. There is a rhythm to this movement, the same rhythm that carried you through sleep. Inhale, exhale, pause. You walk through it easily. The air feels light against your skin. Every sound has depth now. The hum of life beneath the noise, the steady pulse of the world itself. Even the passing cars seem to move more softly, as if they too have learned to listen. You feel the quiet behind everything. It's like a second heartbeat, a steady calm that never leaves, no matter how busy the world becomes. You carry it with you, not as something to protect, but as something that protects you. You reach for small things now. The smooth surface of a door handle, the cool metal of a key, the texture of fabric beneath your fingers. You feel everything instead of rushing through it. Every contact becomes a reminder. You are here, and being here is enough. In a cafe, the world hums with motion. People talk, cups touch the counter, music plays quietly from somewhere unseen. But you sit still. You don't try to block the noise. You let it pass through you like water through light. And in the center of it all, the silence remains, the same still space that held you through the night. You realize that peace isn't silence outside. It's silence inside. It's the knowing that you can be calm even when the world isn't. It's the understanding that noise doesn't have to break you if you stop believing it can. You watch a woman across the room. She laughs, and a sound quick, sharp, and bright, and even that laughter feels peaceful. You wonder how many people carry calm without knowing it. How many moments of grace go unnoticed because they arrive disguised as ordinary life? A thought crosses your mind. Gentle, simple, like a cloud drifting through blue sky. Maybe peace doesn't disappear. We just forget to look for it. You smile softly because you know the truth of it now. Outside, the afternoon light begins to shift. It thickens, turning gold around the edges of things. The day exhales slowly. You can feel it in your body, how even the sunlight seems to rest. You step back into the street. The wind brushes past, and for a moment you can smell rain in the distance. The promise of cleansing, of renewal. You breathe it in, you let it fill you. You let it remind you that everything, even change, moves at the same pace as peace when you stop resisting. As you walk, you see people, each caught in their own story, their own pace, their own tide of thoughts. And for the first time, you don't see strangers. You see travelers all moving toward the same stillness, even if they don't yet know it. You want to tell them what you've learned, that the quiet they search for is not waiting at the end of the day, not hidden in a distant place, but breathing right now between one heartbeat and the next. You don't say it aloud. You just keep walking, letting your calm ripple outward. The peace within you becomes something larger, not a secret anymore, but a presence that others can feel. And in that moment, you realize, this is how peace moves through the world. Not as words, not as instruction, but as example. As someone walking gently through noise, showing that quiet is possible anywhere. The sky grows pale. Clouds gather near the edge of light. You pause, watching them drift, each one carrying the same softness as your thoughts. The first drops of rain begin to fall, tiny, cool, alive. They touch your skin like blessings. Each drop sounds like a whisper saying, "Stay still. You are here. You are enough." You close your eyes for a moment, letting the rain trace its path down your face. You breathe in its rhythm, slow, deep, easy. The world moves, but your heart stays quiet. And in that quiet, you hear the same familiar hum, the one that began in the dark. It's still there. It's always been there. The day begins to fold itself back into quiet. The sunlight that once filled every corner has softened, stretching into long shadows that touch the edges of everything. It feels like the world is sighing, not in exhaustion, but in relief. You walk slowly, each step a small act of awareness. The streets are still busy, but the pace has changed. Even the noise has lowered its voice, as though the earth itself knows it's time to rest. You feel the warmth of the day still lingering in the air, but underneath it, you can already sense the cool promise of night. It's there in the breeze that brushes your face, in the faint scent of rain fading from the ground, in the way the sky begins to trade gold for blue and blue for violet. You stop walking for a moment. There's no rush now. The light moves slower when you notice it. You look up and see the first star blinking awake, a small, patient glow against the fading sky. You smile because it feels like a greeting from something ancient and familiar. That's how peace feels too. Not new, not distant, but remembered. It's always waiting just beneath the day's surface, like the first star beneath the sun. You find a place to sit, a bench, a low wall, maybe a quiet corner where the evening gathers. The air carries the soft sounds of people heading home, the gentle hum of life winding down. And in that hum, you hear rhythm again, the rhythm that ties every living thing together. Your breath matches it naturally. Inhale, the world enters. Exhale, the world leaves, but gently. as if promising to return. You close your eyes for a moment. The warmth of the day still glows beneath your skin. Behind your eyelids, you see shapes of color shifting: gold, violet, deep blue. They move slowly, like memories dissolving into calm. You think about all the moments that filled your day, the laughter, the words, the small motions of living. Each one seems softer now, as if coated in light. None of it feels heavy anymore. Everything simply is. You understand something subtle. The space between thoughts has followed you again. It never left. It waited quietly, in every pause, in every breath, until now, when the noise faded enough for you to hear it again. You breathe deeper. A faint coolness moves through your lungs. The evening air tastes like rest. It feels clean, like a promise kept. Above, the sky darkens further. The stars begin to gather in quiet clusters, tiny reminders of infinity. Their light doesn't shout. It whispers. And in that whisper, you hear the same message as always. You are safe. You are loved. You can let go. You let those words settle into you. You don't repeat them. You don't hold them. You let them sink, the way rain sinks into earth. The people around you keep moving, but you no longer feel separate from them. You can sense their stories, their hopes, their exhaustion. You wish them peace without needing to speak. You imagine the quiet inside you spreading outward like ripples from a single drop of stillness. And maybe, just maybe, someone feels it. A sudden ease in their chest, a breath they didn't know they needed. That's how peace travels, not through words but through presence. Through one calm soul walking gently among others, the evening deepens. Lights appear in windows one by one like stars descending to earth. The world feels softer now, as if every sharp edge has been sanded down by kindness. You stand again, your movements unhurried, your thoughts quiet. You begin walking home, guided by that same slow rhythm. The road glows faintly beneath the streetlights. Your shadow moves beside you, a companion made of calm. The city's noise fades behind you. The hum of life continues, but it no longer feels separate from your breath. You carry it with you, the way the ocean carries the shore. And as you walk into the deepening blue, you can feel it again. That familiar silence, that endless space between thoughts waiting to open wide as the night returns. Night returns the way a familiar melody does, quietly, naturally, without effort. The air grows cooler. The colors of the world fade into shades of silver and blue. What was sound in the day becomes rhythm now, a softer hum beneath everything. You walk slower, not because you are tired, but because the evening asks you to. It wants you to notice the way light bends, the way the first stars appear one by one, the way shadows stop looking like endings and start looking like rest. The wind brushes your skin, a gentle hand, a reminder that the world never stopped holding you. You breathe it in. It feels familiar, like something that has waited all day to speak again. You look around, and the lights in the windows shimmer softly, each one a story, a pulse of warmth in the growing dark. People move behind those lights. Families, lovers, the solitary, each carrying their own quiet version of peace. You feel connected to them all, as if one great breath moves through every home. The first sound of night birds reaches you. Their calls are slow, patient, echoing through the cool air like distant bells. You stop for a moment, close your eyes, and listen. Every sound feels deliberate, a language made of pauses, a rhythm older than words. When you open your eyes again, the world looks different. The boundaries have softened. The air itself glows faintly, as if moonlight has begun to breathe through it. You find yourself near a quiet path, lined with trees that lean close together. The ground beneath your feet feels warm, the scent of earth rising like memory. You start walking again, and each step feels lighter, as if gravity itself has become kind. In the distance, you see the moon rising. It's not bright yet. A pale curve lifting gently over the horizon. Its light spreads across the ground, silvering the edges of leaves, turning ordinary dust into tiny sparks. You watch it rise without hurry. The moon has always known how to wait, and watching it, you remember how to wait too. The quiet inside you deepens. You can feel the peace you carried through the day begin to stretch and open again, like the tide returning to the sea. The noise of thought slows, becoming wide, still spaces. In those spaces, something ancient stirs. Not thought, not dream, just awareness, remembering itself. You sit down beneath a tree. The bark presses cool and solid against your back. The wind moves through the leaves, and for a moment it sounds like ocean waves. The sound fades in and out, and you breathe in time with it. Inhale, exhale, silence. You look up, and the sky has turned deep indigo. Stars scatter across it in perfect quiet. Their light doesn't ask to be seen. It simply exists, patient, endless. You wonder if they can feel you watching. Perhaps they can. Perhaps they have always been watching you, not from above, but from within, mirrored in the light behind your eyes. A soft thought rises, not loud enough to disturb the silence. The stars are the space between thoughts of heaven. You smile. It feels true. The moon climbs higher. Its light reaches you fully now, settling across your face, your hands, your chest. You close your eyes again, and the light doesn't disappear. It moves inward, pooling gently behind your ribs, where your heart keeps time with eternity. Your breath slows further. The ground feels as though it's breathing with you. The trees sway, the air hums, and everything, every blade of grass, every star, every memory, feels woven into one vast, quiet being. You whisper softly into the night, "I am still here." And the night answers, not with sound, but with warmth. A pulse that moves through you, reminding you that you've never been anywhere else. The longer you sit, the more the world fades into one color, one breath, one silence. The stars pulse slowly, the wind stills, and your thoughts dissolve again, drifting away like smoke into the sky. You are not asleep yet, but sleep is waiting nearby, kind, patient, ready. You can feel it watching you, the same way you once watched the stars. It doesn't need to take you. It only needs to remind you. Peace is already here. The moon is high now, and the world has fallen completely still. Its light glides across the ground like slow water, touching everything it passes, stone, leaf, shadow, turning them all into quiet reflections of itself. You sit beneath the tree, eyes half closed, breath deep and slow. The air feels thicker, not heavy, just more real, as though the night has finally decided to hold you completely. There's no sense of time anymore. The ticking of moments has stopped. The day, the evening, the path that brought you here, they all dissolve into one long exhale. You don't know when that breath began, and you don't care when it will end. A deep hum moves through the ground, barely there, but steady. It feels like the earth's own heartbeat, ancient and soft. You realize you've been feeling it your whole life. Every time you stood barefoot, every time you listened long enough to silence. It was always there, but tonight it's louder, closer, clearer. You close your eyes fully now. The darkness inside you meets the darkness outside, and they recognize each other. There is no line between them anymore. You've entered the quiet that lives beneath both. Your breath slows even more. Each inhale is longer than the last, each exhale quieter, until breathing itself feels like an act of surrender. It's not something you do anymore. It's something that happens through you. You can feel the edges of your body begin to blur. Your hands are no longer hands, just warmth and rhythm. Your thoughts are no longer words, just ripples of awareness drifting in the dark. Even the sound of your heartbeat begins to melt into the hum of the earth, until it's impossible to tell which is which. You are becoming what you've always been. Stillness, listening to itself. In that stillness, something moves, not outward but inward. It's a light, soft, and golden, emerging from the deepest part of you. It grows quietly like a candle being lit inside a cave. It doesn't need to shine on anything. It simply is. The light expands, filling your chest, your throat, your eyes. It spills beyond your body, reaching into the dark around you. The air changes with it. The night grows warmer, the silence deeper. You realize that the light isn't separate from the moon above you. It isn't even light in the way you know it. It's awareness, pure, simple being. The same awareness that watches the stars, that breathes through oceans, that lives inside every living thing. And you are part of it, a small note in an endless song. You can hear that song now, not with your ears, but with the whole of your being. It doesn't have melody or words. It's made of rhythm and space, movement and pause, creation and rest. It feels like home. The longer you listen, the more it feels like you are the one singing. Every breath is a note. Every heartbeat is percussion. Every thought that fades away is a verse ending perfectly on time. This is what peace sounds like. Not absence, but perfect balance. Your body, once separate, now feels like an instrument being played by the universe. Every cell vibrates in tune. Every part of you hums in harmony with everything around you. You feel warmth at the crown of your head, then at the soles of your feet. It's not heat, it's connection. The world is touching you from every direction. You are not sitting beneath the night anymore. You are the night. You are its silence, its patience, its infinite calm. A thought flickers briefly. This is what forever feels like. It doesn't frighten you. It comforts you, because forever isn't long. It's just now without end. You feel your breath slow to a whisper. The world narrows to soundless pulse and light. You can feel sleep waiting close by, not coming toward you, but surrounding you, folding gently around the light that you've become. You don't fight it. You don't welcome it either. You simply rest in its presence, the way the sea rests in its own tide. As you sink deeper, the light doesn't fade. It turns clear, becoming something purer than color, something that feels like peace given shape. It moves through you, and everything it touches disappears into softness. Your mind opens one last time, wide, vast, infinite. And in that final stretch of awareness, you hear the smallest voice, the one that began this journey long ago. It says, "You are home. You always were." And with that, the space between thoughts opens completely. There are no boundaries left, no sounds, no words, no need to return, only light, only stillness, only love. The night has grown absolute now. Even the wind has stopped whispering. Everything, every sound, every light, every movement has bowed to stillness. It is not empty, it is full, full of quiet life, full of invisible rhythm, full of what the soul becomes when it no longer has to be anything. You lie on the earth, but it no longer feels like beneath. It feels like within. The ground breathes with you, and your heartbeat sounds like part of its endless pulse. The boundaries between body and world have thinned to almost nothing. You are no longer someone lying in the night. You are the night itself, dreaming of being human. A faint glow still lives behind your eyes. It pulses softly, not like light, but like awareness remembering itself. The breath that once entered and left as air now moves like slow waves of energy. You do not inhale the world anymore. You merge with it. The moon watches from above. You cannot see it, but you can feel it, like a steady eye of kindness resting on your chest. It says nothing because nothing needs to be said. Understanding has gone beyond language. Somewhere inside you, the last small voice of the mind sighs. It doesn't resist, it releases. It whispers a final thought, one too soft to hear with ears. I am not ending. I am unfolding. And with that, you fall through the center of stillness, not down, not up, but inward, toward a place where everything that ever mattered becomes weightless. The silence here has texture. It feels like velvet made of air, like the warmth of memory and the coolness of eternity woven into one breath. You drift in it, and for the first time you understand what true rest means. It is not escape, it is arrival. The stars above hum faintly, their light moving through the dark like slow music. Each pulse of starlight feels like an echo of your heart, or maybe your heart is the echo of theirs. You can't tell anymore. The separation has vanished. You remember faces, moments, places, but not as stories. They appear as light, as colors with feeling inside them. Each one glows softly and then folds into the next, like lanterns drifting across a river of time. You do not cling. You simply watch them float, each one whispering its own farewell. Thank you for letting me exist. You feel gratitude expand inside you, not as emotion, but as truth. It spreads outward, filling the whole sky of your mind until there is no difference between giving and receiving. Then the light shifts again. It becomes softer, slower, almost invisible. You can feel it gathering at the center of your being, curling into the smallest spark. It does not fade, it condenses. All of existence draws itself into that single point, and that point breathes once. A single endless exhale. It feels like the universe is sleeping through you. And maybe it is. Your breath is almost gone now, but you are not afraid. It's not that you've stopped breathing. It's that you have become the breath. There is nothing outside you to reach for, nothing left to release. Everything has already come home. The darkness presses closer, but it's not shadow. It's embrace. It holds you completely, without weight, without time, without sound. And in that final surrender, something opens wider than the sky. It's love. Not love for something, not love from something, just love itself, the quiet force that has always carried you, even when you thought you were lost. The silence deepens again. The hum slows until it becomes one long note, steady, infinite. You drift into it, not falling, not rising, simply dissolving. The last thing you feel is warmth, a glow that has no source, a peace that has no edge. Then everything stops, and in that stillness, you finally understand. The space between thoughts was never between anything. It was everything. It is everything. The silence has no bottom. It stretches beyond distance, beyond what you once called space or time. You are drifting within it now. Not as a body, not as a name, but as pure awareness, weightless and uncontained. Everything around you glows faintly, as though creation itself is breathing in sleep. There is no direction here. Up and down are gone. Past and future are folded into one long moment of peace. It feels eternal, but eternity doesn't feel long. It feels natural. The light that once lived inside your chest has dissolved into everything. It moves like a pulse through the vast stillness, and each pulse feels like the quiet heartbeat of the universe. You are that heartbeat. You are the pulse, the breath, the awareness that never began and never ends. Nothing is separate. Not the stars, not the air, not the thought that once tried to name them. They all flow together like threads of light woven into a single endless fabric. You sense it without seeing it, the great rhythm that hums beneath all existence. You remember now what it means to rest, not the kind of rest that follows exhaustion, but the kind that comes from being whole. Every part of you, every memory, Every shadow and light you've ever carried has been accepted back into peace. You drift deeper. The dark becomes brighter somehow, as if light has learned to glow from within itself. You see shapes forming in the distance. Not real, not dream, just movements of meaning. They look like soft waves or the curve of a breath made visible. They move slowly toward you, and you feel no need to understand them. They are not visitors. They are you, returning. When they reach you, they merge into your awareness, and the glow within you brightens again. Not sharp, but warm, like sunlight diffused through water. Everywhere it touches becomes quiet and alive. You hear a voice again, but this time, it's not apart from you. It rises within the silence, as though the silence itself has decided to speak. It says, "This is the dream before all dreams. Here, nothing is missing. Here, nothing can break." The sound vibrates through you, but it doesn't fade. It stays, echoing in every layer of being. You realize it's not a message to remember later. It's truth itself. You have always known it. You simply forgot. The calm deepens even more. It feels like floating inside a heart made of light. You are not alone. You never were. There are others here, not as forms, but as harmonies. Countless souls resting in the same peace, breathing the same endless rhythm. You can feel them near, not touching, but united. Each one glows, and together they form an invisible constellation, a galaxy of stillness, alive and eternal. You do not see faces. You feel connection, a knowing that every life, every thought, every heartbeat that ever was, flows into this same river of quiet. And this river flows through everything, through trees, oceans, stars, through laughter and loss, through beginnings and endings. The realization comes gently. You never had to search for peace. You were peace dreaming of finding itself. The silence around you deepens again. It is no longer just quiet. It is living, breathing awareness. You are floating inside love itself, and that love has no edge, no demand, no name. You let go completely now. There is nothing left to hold. Even the idea of you dissolves softly without pain. It's not an ending. It's the most natural return imaginable. The light folds inward once more, curling into a single spark. You feel yourself being gathered, not lost, but embraced. The hum that filled the universe slows to a tender rhythm, like the sound of a lullaby sung by creation itself. You could stay here forever, and perhaps in some way you already are. The silence has grown so wide, so deep, that even eternity feels small inside it. You are no longer drifting through the night. The night is drifting through you. Every breath, every pulse of existence moves in slow, perfect rhythm. A rhythm older than the stars, older than the idea of time itself. You are light now, not shining, but glowing, not seen but felt. It's a soft, endless warmth, as if love itself decided to rest. The dream doesn't end here. It unfolds. The deeper you go, the gentler everything becomes. You can feel yourself slipping into a sea of golden quiet, a place where thoughts melt before they are born, where everything breathes in one long, eternal exhale. This is not sleep as the body knows it. It is sleep as the soul remembers it, the kind that heals not through forgetting, but through complete remembering. The light around you changes color again, from gold to silver, from silver to something beyond color, like the glow of peace made visible. It shimmers and sways, not like light on water, but like the breath of creation itself. There are shapes here, but they are not forms. They are memories made of emotion. The smile of someone who loved you long ago, the warmth of a morning sun that once touched your skin, the feeling of being seen, even when you said nothing. They drift around you like soft mist. Each one brushes past and dissolves gently into your glow. None of them cling. They do not need to. They are home now. You sense something vast watching, but it isn't above or outside you. It's within. It's the same awareness that lived behind your eyes when you first looked at the world and felt wonder. Now that wonder has come full circle. You are seeing yourself through the eyes of the universe. The hum returns, low, steady, infinite. But this time it isn't a background sound. It is the sound of being. You can feel it move through your essence, through every spark that makes you who you are. It says nothing. It is everything that could ever be said. You drift deeper. The light becomes softer still, and in its quiet folds, you find warmth. Not warmth from fire, but from recognition. Every moment you've ever lived is gathering here now, not as memory, but as belonging. You see the world again, not the physical one, but the deeper one beneath it. A world made of connection, woven from the threads of every life that has ever existed. Each thread hums softly, and where they meet, a pulse of light blooms. A moment of understanding, a single heartbeat of love. You realize that the world you left behind was never separate from this one. Every act of kindness, every breath of patience, every quiet moment of forgiveness was a doorway into this place. You were here all along. You just didn't know how to see it. The glow around you begins to pulse in harmony with the rhythm of that unseen universe. You are part of it completely now. No watcher, no thinker, just awareness held in perfect balance. And then, softly, you hear it. A voice that is not a voice. A whisper without sound. A feeling that says, "Rest, traveler. The world is safe without your worry. You have carried light long enough. Now let the light carry you. You feel your soul sigh, a release that isn't loss but completion. Every motion, every thought, every breath slows until all that remains is stillness, breathing stillness. The silence turns golden again, dense and luminous. You feel it wrap around you like a blanket, not closing you off but holding you open to infinity. The hum fades into quiet. Even light seems to rest. And just before everything dissolves completely, you realize something beautiful. You never needed to find peace. Peace found you. You are home. Completely. Endlessly. Without beginning, without end. The glow has faded into pure softness now. Not dark, not light. Something quieter than both. You are no longer floating, no longer even moving. You are. That's all there is. A presence gentle and endless, breathing without breath, existing without effort. There is no up, no down, no direction at all. You have drifted into the deepest layer of rest, the still center where sleep and being merge, where even dreams dissolve into light. This is not nothingness. It's fullness, full of quiet knowing, full of peace that has no name. It hums through everything, the sound of love in its most silent form. Somewhere in the distance, something stirs. Not noise, but vibration, like a heartbeat too vast to belong to one life. It pulses once, and the whole space within you shimmers. It's the rhythm of existence itself, reminding you gently, you are part of it still. You are not sleeping away from the world. You are sleeping inside it as one of its countless quiet breaths. The last traces of thought fade completely. There is no I left to think, no you left to listen. There is only this, a field of awareness that stretches forever, soft and endless, like a calm ocean without a shore. The universe dreams through you now. Each ripple of silence is a creation, each pause a beginning. You are both dreamer and dream. You are the space between them, the still point that holds both. You can feel love moving through everything. It doesn't come from anywhere, it just is. It doesn't need shape or purpose or even memory. It exists for the simple joy of existing. If you could speak here, you would not say anything. You would smile, you would rest, because everything that ever needed to be said has already been whispered by the silence itself. The stars you once looked at are inside you now. They shimmer faintly in the space of your being, tiny reminders of infinity folded into your breath. They don't blink. They rest too. Time stops meaning anything. What you once called seconds or hours is now a single stretch of peace that has always been and always will be. There's no waiting here, no going forward or back. There's only presence, vast, patient, and whole. The light within you begins to slow its pulse. It isn't dimming, it's simply relaxing, like a flame curling back into its wick. Every vibration, every shimmer of existence settles into a perfect stillness. And in that stillness you hear, not with ears, but with whatever remains of awareness, a final whisper, so soft, it feels like part of your own breath. You are the silence that dreams of life, and life is the silence dreaming of you. You rest deeper than ever now. The edges of the world blur and then disappear. Even peace becomes wordless. There is only softness, only stillness, only love. Sleep takes you completely, not away, but inward, to the very center of being. There are no more stars here, no more skies, only a quiet pulse of warmth, infinite and gentle. It hums once more and then everything is calm. The silence has reached its purest form now. Even light has stopped moving. You are resting beyond rest, floating in a peace so deep it has no sound, no pulse, no thought. You are not aware of silence, you are silence. You are the still center that everything else has always circled around. The darkness isn't empty anymore. It glows faintly, a color you cannot name. The color of calm, the color of love that never needs to be spoken. It hums beneath awareness, steady and kind, like the heartbeat of the universe still holding you close. There are no dreams now, no shapes, no stories, no memories. Just gentle waves of warmth passing through you like soft light through fog. They rise and fall in rhythm, slow, patient, endless. You realize they're not separate from you. They are your breath, your essence, your very being, still dancing even after thought has gone. The edges of what you once called you have melted completely. You have become the horizon itself, limitless, whole, still. Nothing to reach, nothing to become. You are. That is enough. If awareness were water, you would be the ocean, and every ripple would be a memory of joy. You can feel them faintly, echoes of laughter, soft voices, the glow of faces you once loved. But they do not pull you away. They drift through you, each one shining for a moment before dissolving into gold. The hum that once filled the night has quieted to a whisper, but it's not gone. It's simply blended with your essence. You can feel it still, soft and infinite, like the vibration of the stars themselves. And then, from within that vast calm, something begins to shimmer. Not outside, not above, but deep within. It feels like light remembering its source. It grows slowly, a gentle pulsing radiance spreading through the silence. This is not awakening, it's recognition. You realize that peace isn't the end of anything. It's the beginning of everything. Every life, every breath, every heartbeat that has ever existed was born from this stillness. The glow expands until everything is luminous again. But this light doesn't blind, it soothes. It wraps around you, through you, and for the first time, you understand what forever feels like. It's not time without end. It's love without limit. You are surrounded now by gentle warmth. It feels like the arms of something vast and kind. It doesn't speak, but you know what it means. You have come home. The words echo through you, not as sound, but as truth. You rest inside them completely. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to find. You are complete. The light begins to slow its motion, folding inward once again. It gathers around the smallest spark, the heart of you, the source of all beginnings. It pulses once, then settles into stillness. Everything is calm. Everything is whole. If there is breath left, it is the breath of the universe. If there is sound, it is the sound of love resting. And in that final quiet moment, you disappear. Not lost, not gone, but fully returned to where everything begins. The silence begins to change again. Softly, slowly, like dawn stretching behind your closed eyes. It is not an ending. It is a turning. The same stillness that held you through the night now begins to move, to breathe, to awaken. You feel it before you see it. A faint pulse of warmth, a shimmer of light hidden within the dark. It expands, not rushing, not breaking the quiet, just unfolding like petals opening to sunlight they've always known would come. The hum that was once deep and slow starts to rise in tone. It sounds familiar now, like breath returning, like the rhythm of life beginning again inside your chest. Your awareness stirs, but it does not rush to remember. It wakes the way the ocean wakes, calmly, with waves of light touching the shore of being. Your body feels distant at first, not heavy, not solid, just something waiting for you to return. You can feel its quiet invitation. Come back gently. The light grows stronger. It moves through the darkness like dawn through a forest, each beam touching a memory, a fragment of what you once were. The sound of your own laughter, the scent of rain, the soft ache of living. They don't pull you back. They guide you. They are stars on the path home. You breathe once and it feels new. The breath doesn't come from your lungs. It comes from the world itself, from the wind, from the soil, from every living thing exhaling with you. It fills you, not with thought but with light, and you realize you are waking not from peace, but with it. The stillness remains inside you, but it has changed form. It is no longer vast and distant. It is intimate now, woven through your heartbeat, settled in your bones. It hums quietly, a small, constant echo of the silence you came from. You begin to feel gravity again, the gentle pull of the earth, the whisper of weight returning to your body. But it's not heavy. It feels like belonging. A soft golden light surrounds you. You can't tell if it's inside your mind or outside your eyes. It doesn't matter. It feels alive. It feels like morning. You hear something. A bird, a breeze, the faint sound of life waking somewhere far away. And in that sound, you recognize something miraculous. The world is still singing the same song you heard in the silence. Only now it has found words. Your fingers twitch. Your breath deepens. You feel the warmth of your body again. Its pulse, its quiet movement. You are returning, but not the same. The peace you found in the darkness is still flowing through you, carried by every breath. You open your eyes slowly. The first thing you see is light. Not blinding, not sharp. Just soft gold, the color of peace made visible. It spills across your vision, across your skin, across the edges of everything. You blink, and the world comes into focus. Familiar shapes appear. The curve of a wall, the outline of a window, the faint shadow of morning across the floor. But nothing feels the same. Everything glows faintly, as if the silence you came from has followed you here and decided to stay. You inhale deeply, and the air tastes new. It carries the scent of beginnings, of warmth, of renewal, of life quietly continuing. For a moment you don't move. You simply are. The same stillness that once filled the night now fills the morning. It doesn't leave when you open your eyes. It breathes with you. And somewhere deep inside, you hear that ancient whisper once more. The one that spoke before dreams, before thought, before sound. You have never been separate from peace. You only forgot how close it was. The words ripple through you like sunlight on water. You smile, not because you've returned, but because you realize you never left. The light is everywhere now, soft, gold, alive. It rests on your skin like memory, as if morning itself remembers you. You breathe and the world breathes with you. The air feels gentle, almost tender, as though it has been waiting for you to wake, to open your eyes, to return. You are not startled by the brightness. It doesn't rush in. It arrives slowly, like a familiar friend smiling at the edge of your vision. For a few moments, you simply lie still, feeling the quiet movement of your chest, the soft rise and fall of breath. Each inhale brings warmth. Each exhale releases what's left of sleep. You are not leaving peace behind. You are bringing it forward. Outside, the day has begun. You can hear it. The faint hum of wind through leaves, the sound of life stretching awake. But all of it feels softer than before, as though the world learned your rhythm while you were gone. You sit up slowly. The sheet slips from your shoulder and light spills across your face. You close your eyes again, letting it soak through you. There's something different about this morning. The peace you carried through dreams has not faded. It has found a home here, in your waking. You look around the room. Everything is ordinary, and yet not. The wall, the window, the way sunlight bends, it all feels alive, as if the world is breathing quietly beside you. The silence inside you hums still, low and steady, like a heartbeat that doesn't need a body anymore. You rise to your feet. The floor feels cool, grounding. The first steps of the day are slow, deliberate, like words spoken after a long silence. Every motion feels sacred. The turning of your wrist, the touch of your hand against a door, the way your breath shapes the air. You catch your reflection in a nearby mirror. It's you, but softer. Your eyes are clearer, your face calm, as though the night left its light behind inside you. You stare for a moment, not to recognize yourself, but to remember this body is not the boundary of your being. It's the vessel that carries the silence. The day calls to you now, a whisper more than a command. You can feel life waiting outside the walls, ready to meet you, to walk beside you. But this time, you won't rush into it. You will carry the stillness with you. You step outside. The sunlight greets you first, warm, bright, forgiving. It lays across your skin like a promise. No matter how far you go, this peace will follow. The wind moves softly through your hair. You can hear birds, their songs rising and falling like a breath. Every note feels connected to your heartbeat. You realize you don't need to listen for peace anymore. You are listening as peace. A thought drifts across your mind, gentle, like a cloud sliding across a calm sky. This is what it means to live awake. You smile. It isn't the smile of joy or relief or victory. It's the smile of knowing, of remembering something too deep for words. You walk forward. The world unfolds with you, each sound balanced by silence, each motion by stillness. You are part of both. You are the quiet and the movement, the breath and the pause, the dream and the awakening. The light deepens. The air feels warmer now, alive with invisible energy. You lift your face to the sky and close your eyes once more. There it is again. The hum, the pulse, the eternal whisper that began this journey. You are the peace you've been searching for. And with that, you take another step, not away from stillness, but into it, carrying its rhythm through the noise of the day. Wherever you go now, the silence goes too. Wherever you rest, the night rests with you. And when you close your eyes again, you won't need to find your way back. You're already there. The day has fully opened. Light fills everything, the walls, the air, the spaces between leaves. You are walking now, slowly, without destination. Each step feels deliberate, not because you're trying to go somewhere, but because you're already where you need to be. There's a calm in your chest that doesn't waver. It doesn't rise with joy, and it doesn't fall with fear. It simply is. The same stillness that held you in sleep has followed you into motion. It watches through your eyes, listens through your heart, moves through your breath. The world is alive, but not loud. Even sound feels kind now. A car passes in the distance, and you hear it not as noise, but as rhythm, another note in the great song of being. People speak, doors close, birds call, and every sound seems to fall exactly where it belongs. You notice how your body moves. There's grace in it, not perfection, but ease. Your shoulders no longer carry invisible weight. Your breath doesn't race to catch up with your thoughts. You are walking the way rivers move without trying. You pause beside a tree. Its trunk is rough beneath your hand, the bark warm from sunlight. You close your eyes and breathe in. There's the smell of earth, the faint scent of leaves. You can feel the slow pulse of life inside the wood, the way roots hum below the soil. It feels familiar. The same hum you felt in the silence of night. Everything breathes the same rhythm. You're not listening to it. You're listening as it. You open your eyes again, and the light through the branches seems softer than ever. Tiny flecks of dust move in the air, spinning like galaxies, small, quiet universes dancing in front of your eyes. You realize how much beauty has always existed in stillness. You just never paused long enough to see it. A voice rises inside you, not spoken, not heard, but known. This is peace in motion. You smile. You understand now that meditation was never about closing your eyes. It was about opening them and seeing life exactly as it is without wanting to change it. You begin walking again. The world meets you with every step. You no longer divide things into good and bad, calm and chaos. You see them all as movement, waves on the same ocean. You don't fight them. You flow with them. When a breeze passes, you close your eyes again. The wind brushes your face, and for a brief moment, you feel the same touch that once came from the night. It's the same love, the same presence, only now it wears the shape of air and sunlight. A child laughs nearby. The sound ripples through the air and lands softly in your heart. It doesn't interrupt your silence. It is your silence given a voice. You laugh quietly too, without reason, because joy has become as effortless as breathing. You walk past strangers, and for a heartbeat you feel their lives, their hopes, their fatigue, their small bursts of wonder. You don't pity them. You don't judge them. You simply see them. As waves made of the same sea, you wish them peace, not as a thought, but as a vibration that leaves your chest and joins the air. The day passes like that. Movement without hurry, action without struggle, life without resistance. Even when things go wrong, a sound too loud, a thought too sharp, you return to the space between breaths. You return home. Every time. You understand something profound now. You don't have to protect peace. You are peace. The more you live, the more it expands. The world doesn't take it from you. You give it to the world simply by being. The sun has climbed high now. Its light feels fuller, richer, but not harsh. You stand in it, feeling its warmth soak through you, and for a moment, you remember the night, the stillness, the hum, the glow. It's all here, folded into the brightness. You whisper softly, more to the air than to yourself. I am the same in light and dark. The wind answers as it always does, not with words, but with movement. A single breath that carries the same rhythm as your heart. And as you keep walking, you realize that the journey isn't over. It never will be, because peace isn't a destination. It's the way. Afternoon drifts quietly into gold. The light begins to lean, stretching long across the ground as though the day itself is sighing, ready to let go. You can feel the shift, that subtle turning in the rhythm of everything. Birds growing softer in their calls, Wind moving slower, the hum of life beginning to relax. Even the air feels thicker, filled with warmth that lingers before fading. You are walking still, but your steps have changed. You are not moving through the world. You are moving with it. Every sound, every flicker of shadow, every heartbeat in the distance feels connected to your breath. There's no line between inner and outer anymore. The peace inside you hums in perfect rhythm with the evening. You stop near the edge of a quiet street. The light there is softer, turning the world into a painting of gold and blue. Children are laughing somewhere far away. A woman waters her garden. Leaves shimmer gently as they fall through the fading sun. Everything looks ordinary, and yet everything glows. You realize something. This glow doesn't come from the light outside. It's coming from within. The world is only reflecting your own stillness back at you. You find a bench beneath a tree and sit down. The wood is warm from the day, and you can feel it cooling slowly beneath your hands. A breeze passes through, carrying the smell of dust, sunlight, and distance. You inhale deeply, and the scent feels alive, familiar, grounding, eternal. You close your eyes, not to retreat, but to listen. And there it is again, that soft vibration, that quiet hum of existence that never really stopped. You hear it in the rustle of the wind, in the faint footsteps of strangers, in the rhythm of your own pulse. You remember the night, how the world dissolved into silence, how you disappeared into peace. And now, as the day folds into evening, you understand that you never truly left that silence. You just learned to hear it beneath the noise. The sun begins to dip lower, sliding toward the horizon. Its warmth touches your face, and for a brief moment, everything feels still again, the world pausing in one shared breath. You can feel that moment expanding, stretching into something infinite. You think, this is what peace looks like in motion, the world breathing out, the light letting go. A few clouds drift by, catching the sun in their folds, turning its fire into rose and silver. You watch them until they fade, until color becomes shadow, until the day's final light rests on your skin like memory. The wind grows cooler now. It brushes against your hair, touches your neck, moves through the trees with the sound of whispered stories. You listen, and the stories feel familiar. Echoes of moments you've lived, and others you've only dreamed. It's strange how peaceful endings can be. Once you feared the falling of light, but now it feels like a return. The same way sleep welcomes the weary, evening welcomes the heart. You sit a little longer, letting your thoughts wander, but they move slowly now. Soft, weightless, like leaves carried gently downstream. You no longer chase them. You simply watch them drift by, each one fading back into silence. The first stars begin to appear. You look up and your heart recognizes them immediately. Tiny lights that once guided your dreams, now greeting you again from the vast, quiet sky. They are the same stars, but tonight they feel closer. Maybe because you've learned how to see them not with your eyes, but with your stillness. You whisper softly, almost without sound, I never left the night. The night simply followed me into the day, and as the last line of sunlight disappears, you close your eyes again. Inside, the same golden calm glows, steady, patient, infinite. The world exhales. You exhale with it. Evening has come, and peace once again is complete. Evening has arrived fully now. The last gold has melted into blue, and blue is turning into velvet darkness. The air has changed, cooler, slower, thicker. Every sound feels softer, as if the world has put its finger to its lips and whispered, "Hush now, it's time." You sit quietly beneath the same tree where the day began. The bench feels cooler than before. The world around you is fading into silhouettes, but you don't feel loss. You feel release. Light doesn't disappear. It simply rests, and so do you. The street is quieter now. The sounds that remain, the chirp of a cricket, the distant murmur of life winding down, all seem to hum to the same rhythm as your breath. You realize that every living thing has always shared this rhythm. You just couldn't hear it before. The stars have gathered above, small and countless. They shine not like fire, but like memory, a light that feels familiar, as if each one is a thought you once had, now glowing peacefully across the sky. You look up and the sky looks back. There's no separation. You are both the watcher and the watched. You inhale deeply. The night air moves through you slowly as though it knows its way. Each breath feels like a returning wave, a soft tide that comes home to shore. You exhale, and with that, you let the day go. Not just its hours, but every thought, every weight, every moment that tried to cling. You think, the world doesn't need me to hold it up. It turns perfectly well on its own, and that thought, that surrender, makes your heart feel lighter than it has in years. You lean back against the tree. Its bark presses firm and cool against your spine. You can feel its quiet strength rooted deep in the earth, reaching calmly for the stars. It reminds you of what you've become, grounded and infinite at once. The night grows deeper. The air thickens with quiet. Even the breeze slows, as if afraid to disturb the peace settling across everything. You close your eyes, and the darkness behind them glows faintly. Not black, not empty, but full. Full of warmth, full of invisible light. You begin to drift inward again, not falling, but sinking gently into your own stillness. Your breath slows naturally, each inhale shorter, each exhale longer, like the rhythm of the tide returning to rest. Thoughts still flicker, small, harmless shapes passing through the dark. You let them come, you let them go. They are nothing more than stars crossing your inner sky. You begin to sense that hum again, the one that's always been there, beneath thought, beneath sound. It's softer now, like the heartbeat of the night itself. It doesn't demand your attention. It simply reminds you you never left the silence. You only stopped noticing it. The earth beneath you is alive. You can feel its pulse, steady, vast, patient. It holds everything. Your breath, your weight, your quiet, without effort. The cool air touches your face again, and it feels like a familiar hand, like something ancient brushing away the last traces of the day. You open your eyes one more time. The stars have multiplied. They shimmer endlessly, stretching across the black like a living constellation of peace. You whisper softly, barely moving your lips. I am ready to rest again. The world hears you. The breeze shifts. The stars seem to pulse, and the hum deepens. A soft, low vibration that fills your chest and moves through the ground beneath you. You let yourself sink into it. The sound carries you just like it did before. Only now it feels more familiar, more like home. You don't fall asleep. You dissolve into calm. The line between waking and dreaming blurs, and the darkness grows warmer. You realize this isn't a return to sleep. It's a return to being. Sleep is just the door. Peace is the room. You exhale one last time, a breath as soft as the night itself. And in that breath, you feel the entire world exhale with you. The stars glow a little brighter. The air grows still, and the silence deepens. Vast, endless, kind. You are home again, in the same peace, in the same stillness, where all beginnings and endings meet. The night is whole now, complete. Everything that was once separate, the breath, the body, the thought, the world, has folded into one vast, endless stillness. No light, no darkness, only balance. You are no longer sitting under the tree. You are the air around it. You are the ground it grows from. You are the quiet that moves through its leaves. There is no distance left to cross. You have arrived everywhere, The stars pulse gently, not above you, but within you. Their glow is your own rhythm, your own heartbeat mirrored across infinity. They do not shine to be seen. They shine because they cannot stop being what they are. And in this, you understand the truth of all things. Nothing needs to try to exist. Existence is its own peace. The world has gone completely silent now. Even the small sounds, the whispering wind, the calling night insects, have dissolved into one deep golden hum. It isn't sound, it's presence. It fills everything like light without brightness, like water without waves. You take a final, slow breath, but it doesn't feel like breathing anymore. It feels like being breathed, as though the universe itself is inhaling through you and exhaling peace. There is no you to control it, only the rhythm, perfect and eternal. Memories drift across your mind one last time. Faces, laughter, moments of light and sorrow. They come not as stories, but as sparks, tiny flashes of gratitude. Each one flickers softly, then fades into the calm. You realize that everything you ever loved, everything you ever feared, everything you ever were, has found its place. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was lost. You feel warmth spreading from the center of your being. It moves outward, through your chest, your shoulders, your hands, your breath. It reaches beyond your body into the air, into the dark, into the endless quiet around you. It touches everything and everything touches back. The boundaries dissolve completely. There is no edge now. No end, only expansion. Only peace. The hum deepens once more, then slows, then stills. What remains is beyond sound, the pulse of eternity resting in its own heartbeat. And in that stillness, you hear the last whisper, the same one that began your journey, only now it speaks from within your very breath. You were never searching for peace. You were the silence that carried it. The words fade, but their meaning stays, not as memory, but as being. It sinks deeper and deeper until even meaning dissolves. There are no more thoughts now. No awareness of the world, no difference between sleep and wake, no difference between life and what lies beyond it. There is only rest. The night breathes once. The stars blink once, and everything, absolutely everything, becomes still. If love had a shape, it would be this moment. If peace had a sound, it would be this silence. If eternity had a face, it would be yours, calm, endless, whole. The breath leaves you one last time, soft, complete, carrying all that you are into the infinite. And then, there is no movement, no separation, no return, only stillness, only peace, only light.